which is a wrecking ball coming out from round one. What are you thinking, man?
One, Hamzat, please make weight. I need you to make it to this fight.
We're still not sure what's going to happen.
I think this is one of those. It's very close to call. I think this is going to be one of those level shits that we see. Like, I think Hamzat goes and finishes him in the first round. I think Hamzat's going to go and finish him in the first round. I want you guys.
Episode 21, Under the Canvas podcast. I'm Nick. I'm Ken with my co-host Nick. I wish I was Nick now.
Nah.
But yeah, man, big news coming up. We got a couple things we gotta go through. Which one do you want to start first? Do you want to start with Fluffy? Because you've been talking about Fluffy for
guys.
It's almost been a year and a half.
How many times have I messaged you and Ian talking about, yo, where is Fluffy? Guys. The boogeyman of the middleweights. If I were everyone talks about the wrong guys. Like you guys, I think this man could go and beat Dricus tomorrow. He has the gas tank. He has the skill set. I mean, it was that he made. No one's ever done that to Roman Dolidze ever. He's lost, but he's never lost like that. He was. It looked like he was outmatched from the opening bell. This dude was doing what he was having fun. It looked like he was it looked like someone put their child in there, and it was against a UFC fighter. He was throwing him down like a bitch, and then he fucking would hit him, and then he would just let him drag his weight. Like he didn't even want to take his back. There was no hooks needed. Just drag it. He had that man gassed by the end of the second round. Couldn't throw anymore. And I texted you and Ian. I said, "Yo, watch this round. He's gonna quit." And he just he wanted no more. That choke wasn't even in. It was an impressive performance. He could have gone 4 more like that. If I was Dricus and Hamzat, I'd be like, fuck no. Like, stay away from that guy.
Wow, man. Impressive as hell. And I've heard it a couple times. You know, you mentioned to me a couple times that he puts the pressure on people. He goes forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I was familiar with it, but man, that performance, that's like a little mini Marab or a big Marab.
Yeah, in an entertaining way.
But with power.
In an entertaining fashion. Yeah.
Yes. A Marab that like is looking for the finish, is looking for the violence, is looking to go forward. And what it is too, he doesn't look the part. You know, he just kind of has that like
he's high as
like no muscle,
high as a kite,
high shit. Yep. So man, impressive as hell to make like you said, make the Dolidze quit like that. And he has, like you said, he has lost, but not like that.
Never like that.
Well, you predicted that he would fall as the rounds go on because Dolidze always gets tired.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just him being tired. He was
getting beat the fuck up everywhere. He couldn't get anything. He just did whatever he wanted. He was just having a good time. That's it.
Impressive. But there's another underlining story here, and I saw this thing kind of going around on Twitter. I don't know if you saw. I don't know how you feel about it. This is like 4 fights in a row where that Eric's camp, their fighters are not looking the same. There's a lot of losses there's a lot of losses that in his fighters coming out of his camp so far. Do you have any idea what that is? Do you attribute with anything to that? I mean, we have
I saw a lot of shit. I think people got to understand too. It's just like people love to hate on people when they're down. Like you guys were calling him the coach. You guys were calling him the coach of the year when he had Francis as a champ, where he had Sean as a champ. You know what I'm saying? Chris Curtis was on the rise. You know what I'm saying? Dolidze was on a winning streak. You know, he's had champs have come in and out of that camp many of times, you know? So, yeah, I think he's hitting a rough patch right now. I don't think there was anything he could have done with Roman to have. I think it was just a case of Roman was against a better guy that's just way better in every area of the game. Like, there was no way he was winning that fight. I think that there's some hard heads in this camp between Curtis and Strickland that don't really even do what he says in the first place. Like, they just go in there and they do whatever the fuck they want. But, you know, like I said, it's tough. He has good fighters in there, but it's a tough stretch. But people love to flip on you when it's tough. And then when he was up there with champions, Sean Strickland had no business being a champion. He coached into a championship. Then they want to talk. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How about what he's
Yeah.
done with
I'm
Mansour? Mansour looks like a world beater, and he's a rookie. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So it's just
Yep.
like I'm not trying to hear all that. And people forget he trains with these guys that he doesn't even corner. So your Aljamain Sterlings of the world, your Tom Aspinalls of the world, they go to coach play with him, bro. They go to fucking hit mitts with him. He just doesn't corner them. So the disrespect for Team XC is like, chill out, chill out.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. I think, like you said, people just jump into the gun just because you got it's ups and downs, and we all know this about this. It's like city kickboxing. They were on fire 4 years ago, and now look
Yeah,
at
that's what
them.
I'm saying.
So
So yeah,
it's the same
Is
thing.
Eugene Behrman ass? Like, come on, guys, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah. So it's just a phase that he's going through right now. He'll get out of
Yeah,
it. And you made a good point that even though he's not cornering everyone, his influence is sprinkled
always
all
been
over because
there.
people, like you said, are they're going to him to ask for pointers, and whether he's cornering or not doesn't mean that he's not being credited for a win just because he wasn't on the corner there. But
That's what I'm saying.
but yeah, let's talk about that body slam. Was that guy dead?
That I'm not gonna lie. I've watched MMA for a long time. That was the scariest shit I think I've seen where I really looked and I looked at my dad. My dad was watching me. I'm like, Dad, I think he's dead. Like I thought that guy went brain dead in the ring. It was the scariest shit I've ever seen. He power slammed him on his head. I thought he was dead. It took him a while to get up. He wasn't, and not just get up. He was out for an extended period of time. I think the guy should stop fighting. Whoever that guy is, Hong Nuku, whatever his name was, stop fighting, brother. Stop fighting.
Yeah, man. Has it been me, or is it like these refs are being weird too, where they're
They're
just
letting
not
these guys
stopping the
getting these
fights?
extra punches. Fuck, dude.
It's insane. Like they're on the floor unconscious and they're still
Bro,
getting hit.
it's scary.
And but yeah, man, like you said, surprisingly good card. But like we said, tune into these fight nights. These are the hungry dogs. We got a star on the rise in Hernandez. And if you followed us, we Nick basically picked the entire card and you would have
You want
freaking
some
paid your
money?
your month's mortgage by
They
now.
don't be
But
listening.
they don't be listening. They don't be listening.
They don't be listening.
All right. And then moving on here. Big news. No more pay-per-views.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's two ends of the spectrum on this. People hate it. People love it.
It made no
Obviously, I feel
sense.
like you love
Yeah.
it.
It's great for the sport, dog. It's great for the sport.
Yeah.
$7 billion, guys. Like we're gonna get 4 events on CBS a year. It's one of the biggest like networks nationwide. We're gonna bring people that have never seen it. You know what I'm saying? And then pay per view, you don't gotta pay, and they're not even raising the monthly price. And y'all getting tight for what? ESPN was sucking, bro. We were over it. Y'all want to pay that money? Y'all go ahead, but now I can watch pay per views in the comfort of my own home. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's great for the sport. I don't want to hear, oh, what about the fighters? Fuck the fighters. I'm sorry, but I'm the consumer. Put a good product on my TV, and we could talk about the fighters at a different time. I feel bad for friends within the industry, you know, that
hmm
I don't want them to lose
hmm
their jobs or nothing. But like for me,
Yeah.
it's just like it's great. I think it's a great move. I think it came out of left field, and like whoever runs the business for UFC and TKO, whatever they do, it's huge. That is a gigantic
Oof.
deal, huge deal, way more than I thought they were gonna get.
Yeah. I mean, we all know the ESPN app is trash. It's been trash for a while. They needed to make a change. I think you made a good point though that hopefully they don't go away with the Okamotos and the Ian
Yeah.
Parkers and the people that actually have like good insight on the
Yep.
game. Like they need to steer away from Stephen A. Smiths and all these kind of personalities
That don't
that
know
don't know
shit.
shit about that. They just go on there and they
And
talk
they
about
wing it.
nonsense and they think and they think that this is football or they think that this is basketball and there's not like real life implications
Correct.
on this. But I trust Paramount. I mean, they used to be Spike, now they're Paramount, so it's kind of going full circle
Yep.
360. I mean, UFC started with Spike, but yeah, overall, I think it's
Yeah.
good. One thing that's interesting to me though is how are all the champions going to handle all the pay per view points now? I'm sure there's something in the
Yeah, they'll
contract
work it
where they're
out.
going to get more
Yeah, I
money,
mean,
right?
with 7 billion, I'm sure they could work something out. So, but now
Yeah,
think
but
about
I
it.
mean,
Fourth of July, White House card on CBS. It's gonna be the biggest MMA event ever.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna start talking about. I mean, obviously not Super Bowl numbers, but now you're starting to be on the
Yeah,
same level
as your
playing field
MLBs, as
as
your
like,
NBAs, as your NFL. So it's crazy.
yeah, the barrier to entry has stopped because we were getting tired of paying that 90
Uh,
bucks,
Bro,
man.
imagine turning on Channel 3 and you got UFC on Channel 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Another interesting that Dana said, he was talking about potentially four main
Four
events.
huge events.
Do you like
Yeah.
that?
Four super events a year. Yeah. Fuck yeah. One of them
Yeah,
being the White House
yeah, no,
card. That's fine.
yeah, yeah, no, yeah. We were complaining about the quality of these cards for a while now, so maybe reducing them and then increasing the fight nights, um, and then that'll hopefully grow the sport where it needs to get.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're right on the verge of exploding. And I think they made the right
Yeah, it's
decision,
a
man.
huge deal. I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, big news this week. So now we got to talk about UFC Chicago.
Yeah.
What a card! What a card!
Bring
What
the
a
card
card,
up,
man!
Ken.
Shit. We got Duplessis versus Chimaev. UFC 319 headline in Chicago. We can go over the entire card, but we won't pick all the early prelims or anything like that. But let's just jump straight to this main card, man, because it's pretty stacked. We're starting off here with Kai Sakura and Tim Elliott. Give me your thoughts. What are you thinking?
I like Asakura here. I feel like I haven't seen Asakura since we brought him in out of the blue for a title fight. Um, Tim Elliott's fun, uh, veteran. I think we didn't get to see the best of what Asakura's got. I think if you watch his highlight tape, he's a very dangerous striker. I think Elliott's going to try to bring this to the ground. Um, but if you go against Asakura, like if you go watch his fight with Pantoja, he did a pretty good job of staying up. It's just, Pantoja's a world beater. But I think in this fight, we get that takedown defense that we saw. And if it's stand up, I love Asakura in this. I think it's a good little bounce back just to show the UFC, like in the world, like, hey, I lost to Pantoja, but like I can fight here. So yeah,
Agreed. I think he just ran into pound for pound number two
yeah,
fighter in the world coming in your first UFC
yeah. It's like,
fight.
come
So you
on, bro.
can't. And Kakai, obviously knockout artist, super explosive, looking to strike. Um, like you said, Tim Elliott's going to try to take it down, but that's why he's the first fight on this main event.
Set
Just
the
set the tone for the
tone.
entire event. So, like I said, I'm thinking finish, but I'm probably gonna pick decision for Kai, but I think he's gonna show
For
out a little
real.
bit, like
For
how he
real.
did in Japan. This is a nice fight, man. Random as fuck, but nice as hell. So MVP has kind of made a resurgence here at 185. He tried his luck at 170, but he got that win at 185. What are
I
you
don't think
thinking?
Jared can win this one. Um, yeah, I
Really?
think this man's just coming off of fighting Shara Bullet. I think Jared's gonna try to take it down to the ground, but I don't think Jared has really the ground skills to do it. Stand up, like I said, there's not many people in the world that could hit MVP. That's the only chance you got. You have to have a puncher's chance. Jared tends to fade as the fights get later on in the fight. He's a big knockout guy. Um, I just if he doesn't knock him out in that first round, I think MVP is just gonna be a swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss. Like I think it's gonna be a easy decision win. I would say for MVP.
Mhm. Agreed. I think it's gonna be kind of like that Kevin Holland fight when MVP
Yeah,
fought Kevin Holland, and Kevin
I
just
mean
could not
Shara
touch
too.
him, and
Shara
then
just
it,
look at
you
what Shara did in his last fight. Like Shara fucks these dudes
yeah,
up, and I mean he couldn't touch him.
he just couldn't.
Couldn't even get a fucking hold of
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Um, I'm a little worried though. This fight might be a little boring, just because Jarrett can have the tendency to not
MVP will
engage
make it fun as
sometimes.
he can. He'll dance. He'll do a little thing. Yeah, he'll make it as
Showboat.
fun as possible. So
Yeah, so it's up to Cannonier for him to, I guess, kind of engage,
I think
but
Cannonier's here near the tail end.
but
I don't know what his age is, but I think he's near the fucking tail end of his UFC career here. So it's about a now or never type
I
thing for him. Let me see how old is this fucker.
I think he's 38.
Is he 41? This motherfucker's 41.
Oh,
Yeah, so yeah, that makes me even
sheesh.
more confident in my pick. It's time, baby. Yeah, 41's crazy.
Yeah. All right, so you're going
Easy
MVP
decision.
decision.
Lock it. Super lock.
All right. I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm gonna go Cannoneer decision on this one. I think it's gonna be probably. I'm gonna go split decision. Actually, Cannoneer. I think it's somehow, some way he's gonna pull it out. I just think that MVP won't really get any damage. He's kind of gonna dance around a little bit, but we'll see because it's do or
It's
die
gonna
for
be
Jared on this
easy.
one. All right, and this one right
Ah,
here,
Carlos process
the s-
by knockout. I like it's. I'll keep it at that. This man was one punch away from completing the comeback against Ian Gary, but the extra cigarette caught up to him. But this is a 3 round fight, ladies and gentlemen, not a 5 round fight. And this is a scary guy to be in there with for 3 rounds. I think Jeff Neal again is another guy that I'm gonna have to look up his age. Um, but he's been taking a beating recently. Shavkat took a lot out of that dude.
Mhm.
35, yeah. He's coming. Who did Jeff Neal win against? He's saying he's coming off a win. Fuck did he fight? Was it Luke? Oh, RDA.
No,
Yeah,
I mean Dos
give me a
Santos.
fucking
Yeah,
break.
yeah,
Um, yeah.
yeah.
So they both. I mean, like I said, I think process by finish here. I'm gonna take that.
It's tough because Jeff Neal is a tough
He
opponent,
is.
man. He really he's a great test for Protez. But like I think you're making a great point that he's now that he's back to that third 3 round, he's more comfortable there. He's able to
Yeah,
pace
I think
himself and
he's
he
gonna
just can
hurt
be
him
aggressive
bad.
off
I
the
think he's
jump.
gonna hurt him bad.
I think and Jeff Neal has a tendency to
Yeah,
engage, and I think Protez coming off that loss where he kind of regrets, like you said, not finishing Ian. I think he's gonna
gonna
hurt him
hurt him
pretty
pretty
bad.
bad. I see a knockout here.
Knockout, yeah. I'll go head kick
Yeah.
TKO, but it's gonna be tough.
Here's where it gets
And this
interesting,
fight here, man,
guys.
interesting because all these Bellator champions they come in and they just are trash, man. And it's been I think 3 or 4 in a row that we have this high promise for this prospects, but they come to the UFC and they get checked. And obviously, Leon Murphy, he's
Yep.
undefeated. Um, his resume isn't great, but he has been improving constantly. So it's kind of a
Yeah.
tricky one. Um, I don't
I
know. What are
mean,
you thinking?
Anyone that's watched Aaron Pico knows that the guy is a fucking brawler. 3 fight finish streak. He's beating some of the best in the world. He's gonna come in here and he's gonna fucking lose to Lerone Murphy. It's not even gonna be fucking guys. Guys, I don't understand these odds. I don't understand what we think we're watching. We're watching an undefeated fighter in the fucking UFC who's really good fight a guy, right?
A
Ataka
top
against a guy
contender.
that fights janitors for a living. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'll take Leroy plus 200. Are you guys insane?
Jesus Christ.
Let me tell you, this is why you got a bunch of fucking virgins in fucking Vegas. I'm gonna call them Vegas virgins. They make these book odds, and I don't. They're not watching, guys. I'm telling you, take Larone before, because let me tell you, by the time Saturday comes around, it's gonna be the odds are gonna swing back. But you guys got to take them now because that's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, I don't know if there's some injury going on or if because it's a short notice fight. But like you said, I was when I saw that plus 200, I
Pico
was like, what the
and he's taking it
disrespect is
on short
insane.
notice. Fuck that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm going like I said, I'm going Leroy Murphy.
Crazy. People
Probably
fucking
decision,
crazy.
but it's insane. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. And then the streak with the Bellator champions continues. So, but man, the people's main event and the main event of the evening. We got DDP Dricus Duplessis versus Hamzat Chimaev. Two really distinct styles. Obviously, DDP unorthodox as hell. We have all the fighters say that every time they watch him, they get confused. His footwork is not pretty. He
He
doesn't throw
just wears
punches
you down.
conventionally. And then He just wears you down. And then we got Hamzat, which is a wrecking ball coming out from round one. What are you thinking, man?
One, Hamzat, please make weight. I need you to make it to this fight. I'm not
We're
even
still not
sure
sure
if
if it's
it's
gonna
still gonna
happen,
happen,
but
but I think this is one of those. It's very close to call. I think this is gonna be one of those level shits that we see. Like, I think Hamzat goes and finishes him in the first round. I think Hamzat's gonna go
wow.
and finish it in the first round.
Wow.
I want you to bring up DDP. Click on his win there, and he's been on a streak, guys. He has. I mean, like Sean Strickland,
I mean, his resume
Adesanya,
speaks for
Strickland
itself,
again,
man.
right? Whitaker, Brunson, right? Till like I said, like none of these guys. One thing you notice about every
Tavares.
single one of these guys, none of these guys are wrestlers. Not one of them. We'll say Brunson, but he fought Brunson at the end of his career. Um, there's not
Yeah.
one. I think Hamzat's wrestling is a level above. I think he does DDP better than DDP. He's going when that fucking bell hits, he's going to shoot, and everybody knows he's gonna shoot. Kevin Holland knew he was gonna shoot. Robert Whitaker knew he was gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot, and he's gonna get you down. I think the only way to beat Hamzat, one is supreme takedown defense, and two is a lot of technical skill, like on the feet. Dricus
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
not a technical
Mm-hmm.
fighter. He's a brawler that goes in there and makes it weird and unorthodox, but so does Hamzat. Because it's just like, even if you stop the first and stop the second and stop the third, that first round, he's not going to stop. And if he gets a hold of you, you're cooked. You're not getting back up. That fight's over. I don't think DDP's ever faced anybody like this man. I think the Hamzat Whitaker matchup was very like revealing to that style. Like, yeah, like you got a guy
Similar.
with
Yeah. Yep.
90%. We just watched De Ritter try to take him down a million times and he couldn't take Whitaker down. This man Hamzat did it on the try number two
Yeah.
and with ease and then broke his teeth into his fucking lip. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a different beast. I think this is going to be a levels thing. And I'm telling you, Ken, right now, don't be surprised. First round finish, we're going to be like, oh, holy shit, that was easy for Hamzat Chimaev.
Wow. See, I think this fight has two ways of playing out. It's either going to be, like you said, the exactly how you just described. Now it's going to play out with Hamzat's going to come out fast. If he gets that finish within the first two rounds, I think that's the only
Yeah.
path for Chimaev to win. But if you're getting DDP coming up off that stool in round four and round five, I think that's where he's going to start to wear on Chimaev because
Yep.
we've seen him now with Kamaru. We've seen him now with Gilbert, where they hang in there
But
for
he
that first
wins. But
round,
he's
that
won both
second
those
round.
fights.
Yeah, but I think, well, if the Kamaru fight was a 5 rounder, he would have won that fight. He would have lost that fight. But like that, we don't live in
Yeah.
the land of ifs, buts, and could haves or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go DDP
Oh
decision, man. But
man.
I'm not saying that lightly because I do think I clearly see the
Yeah.
path that you're saying, where it's
Isn't
just like
that
he's
crazy?
unstoppable, man. And he's a different level of grappler where it's not boring. You're
Correct.
excited to see it.
Correct.
You want him to grab a hold of people and hold on to people because it's insane. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna go
Oh
DDP decision.
man. Wait,
And
wait.
that's the
Let's
card
go.
there.
Show me the
With
prelims really quick.
yeah,
Let's highlight some stuff. Yeah, we
because we got
got
some
Bobby
bangers
Green
on
and
here,
Diego. I think Diego's gonna knock Bobby out. And then that I'm done betting on Bobby Green. Bobby Green's done.
and
I
that's
think
that.
this is the fight where he needs to retire. No more. No more. Um, Jessica Andrade. That's really Jiro Mirishar has no chance against. That's another. I see another knockout. I'm just going through this quick, guys. Loopy Jessica. I think Jessica is again another one at the tail end of career. I think this is going to be Loopy gets her
Yeah, I
in a
think Loopy
very
gets her.
close fight. Alexander Hernandez, no relation to Fluffy. He's gonna lose here. Chase Hooper. Chase Hooper is on a little streak. Watch it. My
Yeah,
fucking guy. I don't care what Dracar says. I'm with Barbosa to the very end. One of the few veterans left. Brian Battle sucks dick for a living. I think he's gay as fuck. I'm gonna go with Nerlston Razobev. Brian Battle has pissed me off. Kareen, if you guys have not watched Kareen Soap, that bitch is scary. She snapped limbs. That's gonna be a very entertaining, underrated fight because Barbosa's also very, very good. So if y'all want to tune into the first fight.
Yeah.
There you go. Quick little
Yeah.
synopsis.
There you go. Nice, nice. And like you said, like we always do, if you guys want to make win money, we'll post the actual picks on our page
Yes,
day of the fights on Saturday, right before the prelim, so you guys can get your picks and make sure you
correct.
guys get some money. Um, yeah, so like you said, big card, exciting weekend UFC, man. I feel like there was a little bit of energy injected in the sport because we've had a couple like
Yeah.
kind of shitty cards, and then with this new deal now, and then the next month or two we have good cards coming up, man. And then we have Alex is back, and then that whole card has a lot of implications for light heavyweight
Okay.
and middleweight there. So yeah, yeah. So and then that's it, guys.
Beats.